Hi, everyone. A very warm welcome to this session of Let Us Talk It Webinars. We are extremely happy to have you again with us. We do these webinars keeping the community in mind. We do these webinars to create a community which is empowered, enhanced, and your participation in any way, being an audience, asking question, giving us feedback means a lot to us. All those who have joined in on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, please do put your questions or comments on the comment section, and we will take at the end of the session. All those who have joined in on Zoom, you can put your questions or feedback on the chat section as well. So just to let you know about Let Us Talk It Webinars, it happens, the professional webinars based on work and life happens every week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 12 to 1 p.m. EST. And as a community, we think the future is important, and to build a great future, we need to have great youth. So we do youth webinars as well, which is divided into two groups: a younger group from 6 to 10 years old, and the older group from 11 to 18 or 20 years old. So to get more information for being a speaker, you can email us at webinar@letustalkit.com. And youth webinars also have their prep sessions every Tuesdays and Thursdays at different timings. For that information also, you can email us at webinar@letustalkit.com. And coming to today's webinar, the topic today is a very important topic these days: optimizing your LinkedIn profile, networking with people on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn tools and hacks. So it's, I think, the in thing right now. And to give this presentation, we have with us our guest speaker, Atishay Jain. He is a project management professional with an engineering degree in information technology. And his current role is as a project management office analyst, and he helps in lean digital transformation for global clients using robotic process automation. He is also a lean certified and Six Sigma green belt trained and tested. As a guest speaker at Delhi University and various other universities, he speaks to audiences about personal branding, art of resume making, effective business communication, and productivity tips. And as a speaker and podcaster, he loves providing value to all sorts of audiences desiring motivation, direction, and focus in life through his YouTube channel, blogs, and articles on social media. A lot to say and a lot to hear right now. So thank you so much, Atishay, for giving your time. We are honored to have you. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Julian, for such a lovely introduction. Hi, everyone. Hi, how are you? I hope you all can hear me properly. If you can just write, hi in the chat box, if you can all hear me properly. And guys, we will be using, chat for our discussion, for our, for our conversation. So I want you all to be, active on chat. Okay. So on this note, let me start sharing my screen, and please, let me know once you can see my screen. Just write in the chat box screen if you can see my screen. Let me check if you guys are able to see it.
Yes, we are.
Okay, perfect. So let me start with a discussion with this webinar. So Julian has already introduced me. Just to give a quick introduction about myself. So I'm currently working at Genpact as a PMO analyst, where I help drive lean digital transformation for global clients using RPA, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Apart from my professional stint, I talk to people about personal branding, art of resume making, effective business communication, productivity hacks. I'm also a blogger and a podcaster, and I love adding value to others through my content. So these are a couple of podcasts which I've done recently. I will be sharing the link. You guys can watch it and leave your comments. Also, guys, stick to the very end of this webinar. I will be sharing some useful hacks, tools, and links which you can use to optimize your LinkedIn profile and make the most out of this platform. So stick with me, till the very end. Before we start the discussion, before we begin, I just want you guys, your thoughts on how you see LinkedIn as a platform, as a social media platform, and how do you think LinkedIn can help you in your career. So on the basis of that, I will start my discussion. So on your screen, you are seeing a link, slido.com, and you are seeing a code. So what you need to do is you just need to go to Slido, and on Slido, when you are on the Slido, I'm activating the poll. Okay. So you need to just, enter your thoughts in a form of a sentence or maybe one word. One word you can also enter. So go to Slido and, start punching in your thoughts. What do you think of LinkedIn as a platform? It's slido.com, and once you enter the platform, it will ask you to enter the event code. So, and the event code is today's date, which is month 12/16, and the year 2020. Come on, guys, let me know, what are your thoughts about this platform. I just want to know, what this audience on this webinar, have, preconceived notion of LinkedIn as a platform. You can even know me in the chat box. I'm okay if you guys, want to write in the chat box. I'm convenient. Anything, guys, anything, whatever comes to your mind when you hear the word LinkedIn, or your experience of using the LinkedIn. Anything, guys? Okay, reference check. Okay, that's a pretty, good answer. Reference check. Okay. So, guys, if you ask me, for me, LinkedIn is a, very, powerful tool to make connections, especially professional connections, meeting people, and job, hiring is one thing, of course, searching for jobs, applying for jobs, sharing your content, sharing your knowledge and information, and interacting with people. So these are a couple of things, which comes to my mind for LinkedIn. So, guys, on this session, I will be, helping you understand the 5-step approach on LinkedIn. So how you can, make the most out of this platform. In step number 1, I will be discussing about understanding your target audience. Step number 2, optimizing your LinkedIn profile, adding the right people, creating good quality content, and how to reach to people, or how to reach out to people in the step number 5. Okay, step number 1, understanding your target audience. So, guys, it's very important that you understand your target audience. You know what kind of people you want to add to your connection base. And, guys, make sure that you are, getting the first 5,000 followers very rightly. Okay, because these 5,000 connections and followers will, make or break your LinkedIn game. Because you will be, getting the most notification on your newsfeed. You will be, getting the content on your newsfeed from this first 5,000 followers the most. So make sure you're adding the right people, and weed out any, irrelevant connections whom you don't know, or which are not adding any value to your connection base. You need to ask yourself a couple of questions. If your sole objective is to, build a personal brand, then you need to ask yourself, who are you and who could benefit from you? Some potential target groups for people who are into software development or software industry. They can, start following fellow software developers. People who are into digital marketing, they can add, or they can follow digital marketers or startup owners. Similarly, entrepreneurs, the scope is wide. They can add, different types of people. They can, get connected with different types of people. Similarly, you need to understand what is your objective of using LinkedIn. If you are looking for a job, then you need to add, people who are into recruitment and hiring. You need to add people who are in the same role as of yours in your dream company, or people who are in, maybe a junior level role, or people who are in a similar role. So you need to ask yourself these questions if your sole objective is to, apply for a job or get a job via LinkedIn. So that was about understanding your target audience. People doesn't, give much attention or pay much attention to this. It's very important, guys, that you understand your target audience, because on the basis of that, you can make the most out of it. After understanding your target audience, come optimizing your LinkedIn profile. And it's a one-time process. You don't have to optimize your profile again and again. Maybe you do it once a quarter or maybe once a month if you have achieved in any certification or anything which you want to highlight on on your profile. So why optimize? Because it's it's very similar to SEO, search engine optimization. If you have added the right keywords in your profile, if you have added your company, your KRAs, then you will appear in the search result when someone search for that particular keyword. So it's very important that you optimize your profile. So three factors, which will increase your appearances or visibility when someone search for you are searchable. You have to make sure that you appear on the search results. Clickable. Once you are found on the search result, people want to click on your profile to get more about you, more information about you, or to get connected with you. And third one is approachable. When someone sees your profile, you have listed your phone number, you have listed your email ID, or your way of getting connected with that person, or getting approached by that person. The recipe, how to do that. So at first, you need to add a profile picture. Make sure that's a professional picture, not too casual, clean, clear photo of yours. After that, you need to add a cover page, and yes, you need to add a cover page. It's very important that you add a cover page. As we all know, picture speaks 1,000 words. So make sure you're adding a cover page. On the cover page, you can add the important keywords of your role, of your expertise. You can mention that. It will definitely give a gist of your personality of your work to the audience, the person who is watching your profile. After that, you need to add your you need to update your about section. Okay, your byline, your about section. Byline is very important, guys. It's the first thing which people see after your profile picture and cover page. So make sure when you're creating your byline, you're putting all the relevant keywords. Okay, if you are into software development, you need to mention your current job, your job role, and the technologies you are proficient in. Let's say you are proficient in Java or C++ or Python or any other language. Make sure you are adding that language to the byline. The reason being, if someone is looking for Java developers, when they put the keyword Java, if you mention Java in your byline, you will appear in the search results. So make sure you're putting that. Once you update your byline, you need to update your about section. And trust me, many people skip this. They don't they hardly pay attention to this. They don't add any description their bio into the about section. People generally don't have much time to go to the entire profile, see to the entire profile to get a summary, or to get to know about you, or get a summary of you. What you want to do is you just want to read a couple of lines, your gist, and they're good to go. So for that, you need to optimize your about section in such a way that if a recruiter or someone who's interested in your profile, maybe for a project, maybe for a job opportunity, they get to know you at the least possible time. Okay, so you need to make sure you update the about section. Couple of tips, when you're updating it. Make sure instead of writing the about section in a paragraph, divide it into lines. Okay. Make sure you are covering all the key elements of your personality, any certification you have done, your core expertise, technologies which tools which you have worked on. So make sure you're adding all those when you're writing your about section. So far so good, guys. Okay. After that, you need to update your location and most importantly, your job description or work experience. So when you're adding your work experience, make sure you're also adding your KRAs, key responsibility areas. Because many times when a recruiter is seeing your profile, they are interested in what this person actually is doing or did in that particular role. And if you have achieved any reward, or if you have done any certification which is pertinent to that role, you can also add that. So LinkedIn has an option which I will show you to add your certificates for that particular role in that particular work experience section. Okay, after that, again, a very critical element of your profile, recommendations and endorsements. Okay, so you can add your skills, whatever skills you have. You can add your skills on LinkedIn, and you can ask people to endorse you, to vouch for you for that particular skill, and make sure you're adding your top three skills to the very top, and you can ask people to endorse you for that. After endorsements come recommendations. So recommendation are just like testimonials. People, you know, uh, vouching for you, or people, giving you, a testimonial for your work or any project which you have done with them. It again, it adds credibility. It increases the trust when someone is visiting your profile. So it's very good to have these, endorsements and recommendations on your profile. I just want to give a quick walkthrough on how to update this. I know it's, this slides were, pretty much self-explanatory, but still I want to, give a very quick 1 minute, walkthrough how to update it. So when you go to your profile on LinkedIn, just a sec. Okay, so this is the byline. Okay, to update it, you just need to click on this icon and you can update it. And if there's a word limit, okay, I guess the word limit is somewhere around 80 to 100 words. I'm not sure about it, but yeah, there's a word limit. So make sure you're writing the most in the least possible words. Okay. So there's a word limit. Okay. You make sure you're updating the headline in the most efficient manner. Okay. After that, this is a very cool feature by LinkedIn, featured section. Let's say there was a very interesting article which you have posted on LinkedIn, or it gets posted in maybe some magazine or newspaper or some website. You can add that to your feature section. So whenever someone is visiting your profile, it appears on the very top. Okay, so that is a very cool feature. Featured section. Okay, this is the about section. You can update it as I described. After that, your work experience section. Okay, make sure you're adding all the key KRAs. And when you go to this update section, you will see, there's an option to attach files or attach media. So whatever certification or rewards or recognitions you have achieved in that particular role, you can add all those. Okay. I need to update your education, your volunteer experiences, your certification. If you have, got any certification or done any course, you can update that. Then comes endorsements and skills. Okay. If you can even ask people to give you a recommendation, you just need to click on ask for recommendation. I need to enter the name of the person. A message will go to that person to recommend you for that, but to recommend you for the work which you have done. So that was a very quick walkthrough. Guys, any questions so far on step number 1 and step number 2 before I proceed to step number 3? Any question, guys? I guess we are good. Okay, let me proceed. Okay, there's a question. Okay, great. I guess we are good. Okay, after optimizing profile, after understanding your target audience, the step number 3 is adding the right people or playing the connection game. So add people, it's very obvious. You need to go to search bar. You can search people by designation, or you can search people by company and industry. Okay. Also, you can filter people by second degree or third degree. Let me explain you the concept of first, second, and third degree on LinkedIn. So first degree connections are my connections, people who are in my connection base. Second degree connections are mutual connections. Okay. These are the connections of my first degree connections. And third degree connections are the connections of second degree people. Okay, let's say there's a person X, there are 3 people, person X, Y, Z. Person X is someone who's directly added to my profile. He's in my connection. Person Y is someone who's not in my connection, but he's a connection of person X. Okay, so that is a second degree connection. And person Z is a connection of person Y, which is again not my connection, but he's a connection of person Y. Okay, so these are 3 level of 3 degrees in connection degree in LinkedIn, first, second, and third. Okay. Okay. Again, a thumb rule when you're adding people, if you're new to LinkedIn and you are in a hurry to build your connection base, guys, don't send out more than 100 connection requests a day. If you are new to LinkedIn and you want to just shoot up your connection base or want to add as many people as possible in a shorter span of time. If you are sending more connection requests than 100, so maybe LinkedIn can block you from sending further connection requests for a undefined period of time. Okay, maybe it could be a day, it could be a week, it could be more than that. Okay, so make sure you are limiting yourself to 100 connection requests a day in the beginning, and then you can gradually and slowly, according to you can add people. Okay, another way of building your connection base is leveraging other people network. So what is OP and what is other people network? Let's say you are into digital marketing, you are a social media influencer, you are a content creator, and you want to add other or fellow content creators to your connection base, who are active, who are engaging, who use LinkedIn very frequently. So how to filter out those people who are active or engaging on LinkedIn. So what you can do is you can follow the big influencers in your domain. Okay, in digital marketing, Gary Vee or Neil Patel are big names. Everyone knows them and everyone follows them. So you can go to their activity tab and you can check what people or who are the people who are engaging on the content shared by Neil Patel or Gary Vee for digital marketing. And when you go to the comment section, when you go to the like section, you will get the names of those people. And from there you can pick up the names. You can go to their profile, and if you if you feel that these are good people, these are the people which will add value to my connection base, you can add those people. So the reason I'm suggesting this hack or technique is, see, there are many, billions of people on LinkedIn, but not many people are active. Okay. And if you want to add active people, then this is a very right approach, because if those people are engaging, or if those people are, commenting on posts by these influencers, then they sure, or they, definitely are active on the platform. So that is another, way of building your connection base. Another one is very obvious, it's very similar to Facebook, leveraging groups. Okay. So whenever, if you are someone into digital marketing, you just need to, write the keyword digital marketing, and instead of, searching for people, let me show you. There's an option, which appears. You need to, for, seeing the groups, you need to click on that. So by default, LinkedIn will show the name of the people in digital marketing. Okay. But if you want the groups, for digital marketing groups, you just need to click on this more option and go to groups. Okay, so here you can see all the names of the groups who have the keyword digital marketing. You just click on any group which you feel good about, and you can I'm already a part of this group. Otherwise, it will show an option request to join. So you can join the group, and you can we will get added to the group, and you can send connection requests to other fellow members or interact in the group. So that was all about adding your connection base or building your connections. Okay. Step number 4 is creating high quality content, or creating content, churning content on the platform. So far what we have done is we have understood our target audience. We have understood the process of optimizing the profile, which is a one time thing. Okay, you don't have to do it very frequently. And then building a connection base. Now there's a very important step. Okay, so far what you have done is you have just put yourself out on the platform. Okay, but you're not that much visible to people on the platform. For that, you need to create content, guys. It's very, very important that you are churning good quality content. So there was a survey which was done by LinkedIn, and in the survey, LinkedIn found that 90% of the people on the platform are dead audience, or people who never react or never engage on the content which is being posted by other people. Only 6 to 8% of people are those who engage on the content shared on the platform. They react, they read, they write, they comment. And hardly 1 to 2% of people are content creators. Okay. We all know content is king, right? Because content drives traffic, especially if you're in a sales or marketing role. You need to show on content on a regular basis. Uh, People realize your existence. Okay, if you are sharing content on LinkedIn, you are visible to people. Okay, they will realize. Okay, there's a person who exists. Okay, uh, and if you want to reach out to people, if you want to build your brand, then again, content writing is very important. There are two types of content, guys. So one is content which you create for your own profile by sharing a post, writing an article or a story. Second type of content is content which you create for others' profile. Okay. So it could be, commenting on someone's post. It could be sharing someone's post. So that is, creating content for others' profile. So if you want to get started in the world of content writing and you don't know where to get started, what you can do as a starting point is, whenever someone writes or posts an article on LinkedIn, and if it's insightful to you, you like the article, you like the post, leave a thoughtful comment below the article or post. Okay, don't just write awesome, good, and send an emoji. Take out some time, think about the article, what elements you like the most about an article or post, and leave a thoughtful comment. So that is how you can get started, in the world of content writing on LinkedIn. Now let's talk about the process or science of content writing. So there are 3 steps involved, guys. Step number 1 is the hook statement. The first, initial lines or first 2 lines that will make people curious about your article or post. The second, second part of the content is the body, the story that you write to keep the people engaged and entertained. And the third element is call to action. Okay, where you are asking people to like, share, comment, or you can ask people for their thoughts about that particular piece of writing. So these are 3 elements of content writing: the hook statement, the body of the content, and call to action. Okay. So far, good, guys. Any questions so far before I, make you understand the last step? I hope you all are following because you're not asking much questions. You're understanding, what I'm trying to explain here. Okay, let me proceed. Perfect. So this is the last step, guys, the outbound game. So outbound simply means, reaching out to people for maybe you want to, maybe seek their mentorship or guidance, or maybe for getting a good job opportunity, maybe for offering your product and services, or maybe for asking for freelance work or project work. Okay, so that is what is outbound. Is it spammy? No, it's not spammy. LinkedIn is meant for connecting with people for exchange of services. Okay. One tip which I want to give you guys is, if you are genuinely interested in someone, if you're genuinely interested in reaching out to someone, when you're sending the connection request, guys, don't just send it as it is. Okay, by default, when you're sending a connection request to someone, LinkedIn puts a message like this: I would like to add you to my professional network. So this is by default when you're sending a connection request. So what you can do is, if you're genuinely interested in getting added, or get someone added to your connection list, you can write a thoughtful and professional and personalized message. Okay, you can mention about how you know this person, or why you want to get connected. If you are if there is something in your mind regarding that person, you can mention that. Okay. A good, guys, a good personalized invite has a very higher rate of getting accepted. So make sure you are using that approach when you're genuinely interested in, getting someone added to your connection. as I mentioned just now, that you can mention, you can give the reference if you met someone at a conference, or maybe in these days in an online event or webinar. If you know someone from common friends, or maybe a Facebook or WhatsApp group or LinkedIn group even, if you are someone who's actively following their content or messages or whatever they're writing or they're putting on the internet. Okay, so that is what you can do. So that is all about 5 steps. Just give a quick recap. Step number 1 was understanding your target audience, where I ask you guys to ask yourself the question: the objective of being on LinkedIn. Is it only about building a personal brand, or is it about getting a better job opportunity, or for sales or marketing of your company? In the second step, we talk about optimizing your LinkedIn profile. How you can optimize it, what are the key elements you need to optimize for on the profile. In step number 3, we talked about adding your connections, how you can add those, how you can add the connections. We talk about leveraging other people network, leveraging groups. In step number 4, we talk about creating high quality content, why we need to write content, the process behind it. We talk about all those factors. And in the last step, I talked about the outbound game, how you can reach out to people, why it's important to write a special personalized note when you are sending someone a connection request, and the benefits of it. So these are all the 5 steps. Let me know in the chat box, if you have understood all those steps. Just write 5 in the chat box, guys, if you have understood all those 5 steps. And in case you have any queries, any questions, do post that also. Before I proceed with the very last segment of this webinar, which is the bonus section. I know you all are excited about it. Okay, so guys, the first bonus is a content automation tool. Many times you must have noticed this thing, that these big influencers or digital marketers, they're always following a routine when it comes to sharing content. Okay, how they maintain this consistency, how they are able to manage it despite their busy work schedules and routines. So the thing which they do is they schedule their posts in advance. Like it's very similar to scheduling your mails or sending your mails out. Like even Google has introduced this feature a couple of years back of scheduling emails. Okay, so this is the tool number 1, which is called Publer, which I'm just making you understand how you can use this tool. Even let me put this in the chat box. Okay, so you guys can refer to it after this workshop. You can bookmark it, or you can save it for your future reference. So the tool is Publer. There are other tools in the market also which you can use, but I personally like Publer because of the features which it offers. So what you need to do is you just need to first you need to add your account. Even you can schedule your Facebook, Instagram post also, not just LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram also. You need to just write a post, an article which you want to post, and from here you can schedule it for the day and the time. Okay, it's as simple as it. Even what you can do is you can set up your own scheduling rhythm. Okay, for you don't have to every time you don't have to set up the time or the date. So I've already have my posting rhythm. I generally post on Monday, when Monday is Wednesday and Friday, twice a week. So you can have your own posting schedule to save your time and effort. So that was tool number 1 for you guys, content automation tool, Publer. The second one is LinkedIn Boolean search tool. Let me show you how it works. Before I introduce this tool, let me show you the conventional way of searching people out. So let's say I want to search for people who are into software development and maybe a part of the company called, let's say, IBM. Okay, so that is the conventional way of searching people out. Just a sec, guys. So I guess it's an internet lag from my side. Just give me a sec. So in the conventional way, what we used to do was we just enter the keywords, and we see the name of the people in the search in the search page. So what this tool does is, here you can save your efforts of again and again writing those keywords, and you can refine your search. So let's say I want to search for, again using this tool, I want to search for people who want to software development. Let's say software developers, not salespeople, working for Microsoft, or maybe not Apple, or they have not worked in Apple at all in their past. Okay, so it will create a string for me. You just need to copy this string, and you just need to paste it here, and you're good to go. Okay, so that is how you can use this tool. Let me also put the link of this tool in the chat box. Okay, that was tool number 2 for you. Okay, before I make you understand the third tool, does any one of you have ever experienced a situation like this, that you have exhausted your unlimited browsing for this month, or you have exhausted how many number of people you can search for or view for free, and you to upgrade your plan, and you to opt for LinkedIn Premium? Anyone, guys? Anyone? You can put in the chat box. You can say yes, or you can raise your hands, or you can unmute yourself. Anyone? Anyone, guys? Okay, maybe not from this group. No worries. To solve this problem, or saving your money, the tool is called recruitmentgeek.com. Okay, it was made for especially for people who are into recruitment and HR, but it can be used for general audience like us. So here you can put up your keyword. Let's say I want to search for people who are into PMO analysts, or into project management. Okay, yeah. So it will throw at me the names of all the people who are into project management, or have project management or PMO analyst keywords in their profile. I just need to click on it. It will redirect me to LinkedIn. Then from here, I can click on connect button, follow button, whatever I want to do. So that is a hack through which without paying anything to LinkedIn, you can search for n number of people. Let me also put the link of this tool in the chat. Just a sec, guys. And sorry for the internet connection, guys. I think there's a internet lag on my side. Hope you all are following. Okay. So next tool is a very, very important tool, and it's something which can literally put your LinkedIn on steroids. And yes, you heard me right. Automating anything which you can possibly imagine about LinkedIn. Automating your connection requests, automating accepting connection requests, automating sending messages, even liking your own posts, commenting on your own articles and posts. And if you're into sales, if you're into marketing roles, you can even pull out spreadsheets of data with email IDs, profession, contact number, and company names. Okay, as you can see on the list, on the screen here on the list, you can automatically accept the connection request, send connection request, auto endorse yourself, okay, by some people on the platform, even auto generate likes for your posts, auto generate comments for your posts. Okay, and you can try this tool for free. I guess it's for 15 days. For 2 weeks you can try this tool for free, and then you have to avail the premium version. So that is tool number 4 for you, Phantom Buster. The last and the final tool is, it's not a tool actually. It's something which is already being offered by LinkedIn, but people are not aware of it. So what LinkedIn, does is, LinkedIn gives you a report card of your own profile. Okay, like we used to have report cards when we were in school and colleges. It gives you your own report card. Uh, how you're faring against other people on the platform at industry level, at your network level. Okay, it will gives you a rating, even it will give you suggestions. Okay, that you need to optimize, you need to improve this, you need to improve that, and where you're faring good and bad. So that is LinkedIn SSI. Let me share the link in the chat box so you can see your own LinkedIn score. So that was the fifth and the final tool. Time for your questions, guys. Any questions, anything which you'd like to ask me? Anything, guys? Okay, no worries. Thanks a lot, guys, for attending this webinar, being with me for the past 40-45 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the session. It was beneficial for you, beneficial to you, and you learned something out of it. There's a feedback form, which I'm sharing in the chat box. I would love your feedback about this webinar or session. And I will share some, resources with you once you fill this feedback form. Couple of, profile headlines and summaries, which I love, and, some other tools, which I will be sharing those with you for your reference. Okay. From where you can take some ideas and inspiration and write your own headlines and summaries. So make sure, guys, you're filling this feedback form. It will be very helpful to me. And if you want to get connected to me, you can follow me on LinkedIn. You can, send me a connection request. My LinkedIn handle is linkedin.com/in/Atishay Speaks, or you can even scan this QR code and, send me a connection request instantly. And guys, if you like this webinar, if you like this session, you can create a post on LinkedIn, mention all the key takeaways from this workshop. Thanks a lot, guys. In case you have any questions, you can ask me now. Anything, guys? Anything you would like to ask me? In fact, you can even ask me, related to my industry, which is IT industry. I'm currently working as a project management professional for Genpact. I'm currently working in the, RPA, machine learning in AI domain. So anything which you guys like to ask me?
Yeah, thanks so much again, Akshay. That's a great session and very good insights. Appreciate your valuable time.
Thanks a lot.
We are open for any questions. You can unmute yourself and ask. Otherwise, just want to remind again that we have these weekly sessions going on every week by LetUsTalkIt.com, and feel free to subscribe to YouTube channel of LetUsTalkIt and Facebook. And also we have 2 youth groups presenting every week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, they have prep sessions at 4 p.m. Eastern time and 8:45 p.m. Eastern time. And then they go live. One youth group will go live on Friday. Another youth group will go on go live on Saturday. And then also we have yoga, online yoga on Wednesdays and Sundays. And also just to announce about our exciting raffle wheel, the holiday raffle wheel, where there is no cost to participate in this raffle, but it's a measure of our gratitude to all the wonderful giving community and the supporting community, where you have to just go to LetUsTalkIt.com/raffle and register yourself. And then, there is a live raffle wheel game event on this Saturday, December 19th at 12 p.m. noon Eastern time, where we'll be spinning the wheel, and then if the spin stops at your name, then you will be the winner. So there are different categories, and we wanted to make it exciting for the youth and adults and everybody. So it is at 12 p.m. Eastern time this Saturday. So yeah, we have various categories, like for example, all the LetUsTalkIt speakers, like the way that Akshay is doing today. So that is one category, and then youth is another category, and all the yoga attendees is another category. So we have various categories as well in the raffle. So okay, now back to if you have any questions for Akshay, feel free to go ahead on that.
Any questions, guys? Anything you would like to ask me? Happy to answer it.
Yep, I think we'll stay in touch with you. Sorry, Atishai. I'm so sorry. Actually, somehow I assumed it is Akshay. Yeah, I just got reminded. Okay,
no worries at all.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah, so thanks a lot, Atishai. We'll stay in touch with you, and thanks again for your time. This is really helpful, and especially for all the professionals, it is a must these days.
Right, absolutely right. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great morning or evening.
Yeah. Thank you all. So have a good one.
Yeah.
Talk to you all later. Yeah. Bye.